Hello, hello. I apologize for the delay. I was I got caught up in my own Google business profile, which we will see in just a moment. Let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen so you can see the slides and we can get started. Okay, so put that over there. This is really exciting because this is something that I love to talk about, but it's I a lot of times people hold on, there we go. Share screen. There we go. Oh, there it is. All right. Perfect. Welcome. My name is Dana Zifizak. I am a travel agent educator. I've been an agent for nearly 11 years and I built a business with over 800 clients over those 11 years. And now I teach agents what I did to get that business going. So if you're new here, welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and ask you what social media platforms do you use for your business? If you could just tell me real quick in the chat, which one do you use primarily? Okay. Or if you want to type just, and you can use the abbreviations too, it's fine. Um, so go ahead and tell me, what do you use for your business? Do you use Facebook, Instagram? Um, Awesome. I'm seeing Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Great. So we have a good variety. Um, oh, all righty. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get back over here. Awesome. Awesome. So let's first talk about some of the, platforms, meaning the social media platforms, because we live in a time now that it's really a good time. I don't want to say it's a good time, it's a good time to be in business. And I have one of my dogs coming over here to get attention, but she just walked away. Oh, there you can see her. She doesn't usually, you don't usually see her behind me because she's the one that gets the other one in trouble. But for some reason, yeah, she's been hanging out in here more too. The other one's sleeping behind me. But okay, so go lay down. Go lay down. To lay down. She's a clingy girl, but now she's going in her bed. Okay, so now that we had that interruption from Devin, yes, I mentioned your name. Let's talk about platforms. So the social media world has many ups. There's many. What do you want to call it? Um, Upsides, but there's also downsides, as we sadly know. Okay. However, the upside for our business is twofold. Number one, these are quote unquote free platforms, although we pay with our time with advertising. So it's not real, nothing is really free. But you also are getting advertisement unintentionally unintentionally because of the FOMO. I think travel is on such a rise, and a lot of things because people are seeing what other people are doing and they want to keep up with the Joneses. So, using social media to share what you're doing is integral in this business. However, there's a lot to choose from. So, first, we're going to start with, oh, no, wrong way. There we go. Let's start with, so someone said TikTok. And TikTok is a great resource. I couldn't find that logo for some reason. I don't have a TikTok profile. And just keep in mind, if that's your primary form of social media, make sure you have a backup going, because if anything happens with that, like that's a whole nother thing. With Well, that is a whole nother thing. But if any news, they have like legislation going about making TikTok sell sell it to a US company, but there's all kinds of stuff going on with that. But the reason being is you really need to make sure that in addition to using any of these platforms, that you're also adding to your email list because social media is great. Social media is great for connection, but as far as for an email list, you always have them. So if TikTok, something happens to TikTok or it loses its algorithm or something happens, you want to make sure that you have your people because you don't own that platform. We don't own any of these platforms. But if you have, so that's why email is so important in addition to social media. I'm not saying social media is wrong because I use it all the time. I'm teaching you on it right now. Okay. So some other profiles to consider. So, Instagram. Now, there's a difference between a business profile on Instagram and actually on LinkedIn too. Most of these social media platforms, you can have a personal platform, then you can have a business page. And on Instagram, it's important because you can have different things on a business page. You can have the analytics, you can see how things are doing. All right. And all you have to do is you just go to add profile if you already have a personal Instagram. And then also keep your business Instagram public so that people can find you. And I honestly keep my personal Instagram private. So, I have to approve them in order to follow me. Okay. Um, and that way, it just keeps things separate. Um, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I think we should all have a LinkedIn profile with our agency information, what you book, who you work with, that kind of stuff. And you can even have a business page on LinkedIn. I don't know if you know that, but you can have a business page on LinkedIn, but your LinkedIn profile is also perfectly good for that. The reason being, and I'm going to mention this with a couple things, is when someone Googles you. So, say you gave out your business card to someone, some random person you saw at a fair or something like that. They're going to Google you. I am sure they're going to Google you. And what happens when they Google you? Your Facebook profile comes up, and that's what we're going to get to next. Or I'm sorry, your Facebook business page comes up. Your LinkedIn profile comes up. Okay. If you write articles on LinkedIn, they are part of the algorithm as well in Google. So make sure, LinkedIn might not be a bad spot depending on what your niche is and what your world is. But if you're giving information out there in LinkedIn to professionals and things like that, if you want to be booking these higher level trips, that's a place to really be connect with your circle professionally. And also within the travel agent community, there's a lot of good resources for agents, advisors in the LinkedIn platform. There's articles, there's people you can follow. I mean, I'm currently live on LinkedIn too. So, like, you can see videos from people like me and other educators. So, it's a great place to be for that. Now, YouTube. And I am building this right now. We have tons of videos. We might as well have them get seen, right? Because again, YouTube is, indexed by, well, it's owned by Google and it indexes. So if somebody types in, like if you have something that there's not a lot of videos of, say, for example, I was on an AEP last month and the, we got to see one of those, what's it called? Um, one of those honeymoon suites at the boardwalk, like those little cottages, and I have a video of it. There are not, I mean, of course, there are some videos, but there are not as many. Putting those things in and indexing it the right way can get you to show up on Google and get more visibility. Again, not to add a million things. I just wanted to let you know that these are available to you to use the things that you already have to raise your profile. Now, let's talk about Facebook business pages. So, this is my travel agent business page. Okay, this is where I post for my travel clients. And then I post on this travel agent educator one for agents. So, I have two business pages. And notice I also have a Facebook group. Now, the reason why some people are saying that you don't need a business page because groups get better Like they get better engagement, they get better reach, and the algorithm indexes it. That's all true. But you still need a business page, in my opinion, because when someone Googles your name, they want to see, this will come up. When you Google my name, this comes up. Okay. And the number of reviews you have. Look at, okay, well, this person's been in business a while. They have 2,000 followers. They have, and actually they can even look on your profile and it'll say, like under the transparency thing, it'll say, in business since, and, mine's May 5th, 2013. And you want to have that mark on there because again, it's getting indexed by the search algorithm. Okay. And if you're going to put something in a group, put it on the page too. It doesn't matter. I sometimes will post the same thing to the group and to the page. It's not hurting anybody. Okay. And that way, when somebody happens upon you, they will find you. They will not find your group. Okay. So the group is good for engagement. It's great. The groups are wonderful. But the problem is, if someone's looking for you, they won't find you via the group. So you need to have that little, what's it called? Billboard in the Facebook world. And then this is just my group. Notice how it's smaller. And this is actually a group just for my more recent clients. Okay, so it's a smaller group, but it can't be Googled. Okay, like I can't Google it. Now, speaking of Google, I'm going to poll you guys. Did you know you can get a free Google business page? Just tell me in the comments, yes or no. Did you know that you can get a free Google business page? Okay, you can. Okay, now I'm trying to look at my profile strength. I think the reason why my profile is not green is 100% because I don't put my phone number on it because I had so this is my Google business profile and um and it works really well because I kept getting all these random calls for things I don't book. So I actually removed my phone number off of it and then I just have a link to schedule a call with me versus because it was like I was just getting random stuff. It was bad. So I took my phone number off of it. It's hard to get it finalized. Yeah, so I've had mine for a while but you had to do you had to give them your physical address and then they're supposed to send you a postcard and then it'll have a number on it that you verify it. So it is a process, but if you're diligent with it, you can do it. And I'm telling you this just because again, I'm a big believer in people like to Google, okay? People are inherently curious, okay? And when they see a new name, and actually well, yeah, this I keep as my business logo only because it's that's the only place that I have a business logo as the logo. But reviews. Okay, if you Google something now, you can see the reviews. So you can ask your clients to put reviews on your Google profile. Again, it helps you overall. It's a pain to get set up, I will tell you that. But then you just leave it there. You don't really have to do anything with it. I mean, you can update it. Like I had to update it recently because my host agency had a name change. So I was just in there because I had to update, the logo and stuff like that. So, but yes, I would definitely, if you can. Now, if it's too much that it won't work, or because they won't publicly put your address out there. That can stay private if you're a home-based business, but they still want that so that they know that you're legitimate and not like they just want to know you're a real person and not somebody just trying to create fake profiles. So it's a really good opportunity, again, for you to get seen because in this world, we have to be seen to get business. So, what I've decided to do is I am doing, and I have to tell you, I don't do many one-on-one sessions. I usually reserve that just for, my members of my sales lab. But I decided because we did that great spring training what's it called? Spring training, spring cleaning series. So if you are overwhelmed by all of this stuff that just we went over, say you want to get reviews on like, would you like somebody like me who I've been in the business for 11 years? I study how to make marketing effective for us agents. I've been an agent, I'm in the trenches, I still book clients. Not as many anymore because I work with you guys, but I am still doing all these things. So if you would like me to review your profile or help you set up a new one, maybe walk you through the LinkedIn process, walk you through the Google process, audit your social media with you and give you tips. Like I can go through your page and tell you what I see. Okay. Maybe even if you're not feeling secure with what you're writing with your posts, I can sit there and I have a formula. It's really easy. And I walk you through it and we do it together. So that way you have it. You want to set up a live on your business page. I teach you how to do that. Or you want to work on email marketing. You want to set up a lead magnet. You want to do this, you want to do that, but it's overwhelming. It's all overwhelming. So I decided to make this program available. Now, normally my rate is $125 per hour. However, I want to help as many agents as possible. I have time this week. And the cool thing is, you can have this is basically credits for 45-minute sessions. And you can have them to the end of the year. And so basically, I made it so you are paying less if you do more sessions because one session is one session we can get one thing done, but if you want to work on it, and again, you have until the end of December to use them. So say right now you're like, oh no, I can't, but this expires on Friday. Okay. So you can get a package. And if you do one session, it's $60. Okay. If you do three, it's $150 for all three. So $50 a session. And then if you get 5 sessions, it's $45 a session. And it's, like I said, it is, and you have until the end of the year. So like if you wanted to set one up, now next week I'm on a cruise, but maybe first week of May. And you set up a time and you tell me what you want to work on, and I will get on Zoom and you can share your screen and I'll walk you through it. Okay. And step by step. I was a Spanish teacher for 10 years. I had a horrible dream. I had a dream last night that I went back to teaching in a school. And then I had to figure out how my son was going to get to school because I'd drive him to school, but I had to be in school by 7:45 because I had to do morning bus duty. Like it was a really specific dream. And, and then I got there and I didn't have a class list for my homeroom. Oh my gosh, it was something else. But anyway, I'm not going back to the classroom. But I'm very good though at walking people through things step by step. And if you need that, then this is for you. So you can scan the QR code or you can, let me go ahead. I'll put the link in here too. I think that'll work. Yes. So I'll put the link in the comments. So that way you can see it. And then, whoops. So when you go to the page, it's honestly going to be, I just screenshotted the pages. I did not get fancy here. You just put your name and your email. Now, full payment is required. So that's because it's a special. Okay. Normally I would charge by the month, but I'm saying here, you want to buy these sessions and we have until the end of December to use them, however you want to use them. Okay. And it is non-refundable. Now listen, if something comes up, I'm a human, it's not, I will for sure, consider that, but it is, pay in full now and then you get to use them throughout the year. And then when you go to checkout, you can select which one you want. All right. And say you do the 5 session package and you're like, I want to have more sessions. I will honor this price for you if you book under the promotion this week. Okay. So say you decide I want to keep having sessions. Like this is really working for me. I want to keep meeting. I will honor the price for you, whatever you booked. Okay. So that's something that, again, my normal price is $125 an hour. Okay. And I know that's a lot. So that's why I wanted to do something to help agents just get off their, just to do something, get something accomplished. I feel like spring is always this time of big energy for me in my business. So go ahead to this website, the and I will. And what will happen then is you get a confirmation page. You can set up your first time with a link to my calendar, and then I'll also be in touch via email to let you know how this will all go. Are there any questions before I sign off? And you have to sign up by Friday. Okay. The special is only this week. It is just the spring, like spring has sprung, the flowers look beautiful. And I was like, I want to help some agents. And some people might not like group coaching. Some people might prefer just to have a one-on-one. And so that's why I'm doing this. I don't do this very often, but I do have time in May and June, so I'm, opening up my calendar for you. So I hope you can make it. All right. So I'm going to log off now. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, email me. I would love to work with you. All right. Bye bye.